So I have the RSX on a jack stand, took off the bumper, and in today's video I'm going to be adding or upgrading the DC5 with a bumper kit. It's the MacLifter Kit for the Honda Traeger DC5 front end. So this is the MacLifter Kit. I've sorted it out after I unpacked it. You can see over here it actually implants the side that you need to put it on. This is the DC5 FBL-L, if you can see that, and then this is BL-R. So I think this is the right side, this is the left side, assuming when you're looking at from the car, but we'll see. I'll have to look at the instructions, which they don't give out of the box, so they might have it on their website, so I'll take a look at that in a second. But I just wanted to show you guys the hardware. I've just basically sorted out on each side. So basically it has like a set of nuts here, self-locking nuts, because it has this rubber material at the end of it. And then we have all these bolts, 2 big ones, 2 small ones, and then washers, 2 big ones, 2 small ones, and it repeats on this side too. So I think that's all we need for the install. We'll see what we need when we get into the details of it, but looking forward to getting this installed. Alright, so as you can see, we've already popped off this plastic piece here. We have to actually come in from the back side to close out this area, and this will pop up the whole clip. So this is the OEM plastic mount, and we're going to place it with the MacLifter Kit on this side here. Alright, so the way I'm going to install it is I'm actually going to do it the opposite way. I am going to actually place the MacLifter Kit like this, but I'm going to put the bolts on the back side forward. As you can see here, I'm trying to stick it in right now, and once it's in, so you can see that there's a washer on one side and the bolt on the other side, and then I'm going to stick it in on this side. So as you see, I've stuck the one washer, the biggest one, and the bolt behind it, and what I'm going to do now is just stick another washer back in the front, and I'm going to take this locking nut and just kind of place it on the bolt there. We're going to do the same for this side here, and same deal, take the locking nut, put it there. Now we just need to tighten it. You're going to have a little bit trouble getting the screw or the wrench back there to hold it in place. You might get hit on this side, but you should be able to do it fine. Just make sure you get like a swivel or something to help you out there. Alright, before we actually screw everything down, we're going to check if it actually works with the bumper. So check it out. This is actually what happens when I'm using the OEM bumper. It doesn't sit as flush, even though the little hole isn't broken all the way. So what I'm going to do is just going to take that old OEM bracket out, as you see there, and we're going to actually make it a lot more flush. As you can see, this is the one with the MacLifter side installed. I've already taken out the driver's side OEM bracket or mount that hooks onto the chassis, and so once we take that out and put it in, it's going to look just as flush as this. Right now I just need to align it, and we should just get started right now. So if you can see here, while the OEM bumper fits okay, we just want to make sure these tabs are secure and it works really nicely. So what I'm going to do is actually install this metal bracket on the bottom here. It's just going to sit right on top so it doesn't break through, and we just need to drill in on the side just to make sure it fits good. So I'm going to start it with a small pilot hole. So I have it centered here, and so I'm just going to drill right through. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So we're ready to install it. All I'm going to do is just keep it on this side here and just insert it from the bottom, because what's going to happen is you're going to actually put one of those bolts to hold it on top from the bottom, and that's probably where it's going to start to tear. So this will just reinforce that bottom section, and you just kind of throw those nuts right on the bottom and just keep it in place. So those locking nuts, that's going to be held down by a 7mm. And once that's held down in place, you have a more reinforced bracket. Alright, so check it out. I've positioned the MacLifter mount on this driver's side in the place that I want it to be. There's enough gap that the bumper will fit in it, but not too tight. It's also not loose enough that it'll come back out. So you can see I just installed this bracket on the bumper. Protects it from actually tearing any further when you actually screw your bumper on. And you can see the brackets mounted on the bottom with some locking nuts. So the MacLifter kit, it's holding up a lot better. I've gotten the bumper in. I haven't clipped everything yet, but you can see here as I pull it out, it's just sitting pretty flush in there. And if I want to take it out, I can, which I will right now. And this is what it looks like. So the MacLifter kit holds it up pretty nicely. It's on pretty tight, but not too tight. And I can stick it on, and it just makes it a lot cleaner in terms of aesthetic. And that's pretty much it. We just installed the MacLifter kit for the RSX. As you can see here, the line's a lot flusher to the body of the car. I have a lot more adjustability, and I'm a lot happier with this look. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully that was interesting, just kind of seeing the tutorial as well as how do you actually put the MacLifter kit on. I've always wondered how the hardware worked and how it all fit together. Now that I know it, it's a lot easier than I expected it to be. I wish there were more detailed instructions per each car, but I think this is the way you do it. And thanks for watching.